Okay, so there's one last thing that I wanted to show you. Um, I actually completely made over my hair, and I wanted to show you some pictures of before and kind of through each process. It was kind of like a three-step process. Step one, oh, I'll hold it in front of the camera. This is kind of what I look like. Dark hair. This is outline of hair. You can't really see my face much, but that's what kind of hair I was dealing with. Step two, step one was to get highlight. Again, it's not the best resolution to show that I got highlights, but then I got highlights. You could tell it's a little bit lighter than it was before, and you could see some of the highlights. Step three was the dreaded perm process, where you will see me sitting inside that chair with a bunch of curlers on my head, and they had to use a trash bag because there were so many curlers in my hair. Alright, then finally we got the perm. Or, just the perm here with you now. The third step that we did take was also is we had to cut off about 3 inches of my hair. And about 3 inches of damage done that has been in my hair due to not going to the salon and actually getting hair trims like you're supposed to. And we're not using the right hair products for my type of hair, and so on and so on. I just wasn't taking care of my hair as best as I could have. So I started out with like a really dark brown, dark brown hair color. And then I came and first thing I did is got nice highlights in. The color they said that they put in was like banana blonde. And that's what they kind of put on. You can kind of see them throughout my hair, going on down through. I got about 14 foils of for the to do the highlights. I could have got a full set, which is about 24 foils, but I don't really put my hair up in a ponytail much. I usually kind of keep it down. And if I put it in a ponytail, it's just pulled straight back. It's just, I don't know. I hate the whole hassle of trying to get my hair over the top of my head. Um, and then the next process was to the salon where I got first quoted the price because I wanted to make sure that I was going to want to get my perm there. And then I showed them what kind of perm I was looking for, and they pulled out the curlers. They brought me to the back, washed my hair. Of course, they could not condition my hair, and that was like a nightmare when they were brushing through it because my hair has naturally got some wavy curls going on, but they're not all the same. So I had a lot of knots when she was done washing my hair, and since we couldn't condition because we were going to be doing the not the highlights, the perm, yeah, we were just yanking out some hair. We were yanking on my head. We were brushing them out, and it took a while. And then after we brushed out my hair, that was when she started the process of putting my hair in the curlers. And like I said in the previous video, I had 122 curlers in total in my hair. So that was it. Imagine how long time that must have took. It took a long time. I thought, I was going to be there maybe an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours tops, and we were going to be out and everything was going to be cool, everything's going to be done. No. When you get your perm, you are not going to be out in you're not going to be out in an hour and a half. Unless you're getting a partial, and even then, I think you're going to be lucky if you get out in an hour and a half. It takes time. It takes a long time because they got to get the curlers in, and they got to part your hair. They got to do it just right and just the right area to make your curls, look good. If she didn't do it right, I might not have ended up with this nice curly hair. I might have ended up with something else. She didn't take the time, or she rushed the process. It cost me around $100, including the tip, to actually get this. But I also bought at the salon. I bought one of their products, which was the Curl Lock, which they suggested for me to buy because they said that was one of the best products to use after a perm, was a product called Curl Lock. So I did purchase the Curl Lock product from them, and that was about $10.29. So really it was about $90 that I spent on the perm, tip and all. And the reason I decided to do this is I wanted something new. I wanted something different. I wanted something I haven't done before. I wanted something that could change the way that I look on the outside, and this is what I decided to do. I had a rough year, and I decided to reinvent myself, as well as the fact that I had very hard to manage hair. And no lie, I could have curly curls on this side and straight hair on this side and waves in the back, all on the same day, at the same time. So, in the end, I looked like I just didn't know how to use a curling iron, or I didn't look like I knew how to use straightening iron or something. It didn't just look like, normal hair. It looked like I didn't know how to use something right properly. And that bothered me very much. And obviously, my hair is something that people see every day, all the time, and it's something they see right away. So I wanted to make sure I did something nice. And it's been about 2 to 3 years, maybe, since I've done something for myself, where I actually went out and did something special for me, because I am a mother, but it's been about 2 years since I did something special, and I decided that this time it was going to be the highlights and the perm. Highlights costed me roughly $60 with the tip. It was like $54.95 for the highlights, and then I gave the lady like a $10 tip, so that's really $64.95. So if we do the math here, we have $64.95 for the highlights, and then $90 for the perm, and the total price for my hair makeover was $154.95. That sounds like a lot, and it is. But again, there is a cost for beauty. You want certain things done. You want your hair to look a certain way. You want the right products. It's going to cost you some money. It's not cheap. Now, could I have gotten one of those perm kits from the store and done it myself? Yeah, I could have. But the last time I did that, the last time I bought a perm kit, came home, and tried to do it, I was a teenager. it did not come with instructions and with the warning of not taking a shower or getting your hair wet in 72 hours. So when I was finished doing the entire perm, I ended up taking a shower that night and destroying it, completely destroying the perm. And I never understood why my hair didn't stay curly. Well, now that I got it done and I know the rules of, perming, I know exactly where I went wrong. I took a shower. I got my hair wet. That took the chemicals right out of my hair, which took the curls right out of my hair. Just like with hair dyeing, I've also had bad experiences with hair dyeing on my own, as well as I've had good experiences. I've also tried highlighting on my own at home, and I've had one good experience and many bad experiences with it. Because when you put on this little cap on your head and you're pulling your hair through with a hook, these little holes, it really is a painful procedure to have done when you do it through the box off the shelf. Can you do it? Yes. Might it be cheaper? Yes. Could you come up with the same kind of look you would get at a salon? Probably. You might be able to. But keep in mind, it is a very tedious process and it's hard. It's not just as simple. And if you try to perm your own hair, be careful, because there's a certain way. If you want a spiral perm, like what I have right here, this is a spiral perm, you have to wrap them a certain way. It's not the same, like that. It's not that way. It's not that would be regular perm style. You actually have to wrap them a certain way, and you have to be careful. And I'm not even sure that you can wrap a spiral perm on your own without having had some cosmetology experience yourself. So, but again, I'm going to go ahead and tell you actually where I went. I went to Smart Style in Walmart and got my hair highlighted. I waited about a week. They said wait 2 weeks, but I waited about a week. I couldn't wait any longer. And I came back and got the perm. But that's a different story. They did the perm anyway. They didn't need to know. But they do recommend to wait 2 weeks. However, did I wait the full 2 weeks? No. And my hair is just fine. It's nice. It feels a little dry, but it's going to feel a little dry, for a while after you get the perm. Because the perm chemicals really do dry out your hair, and that's why they suggest to use moisturizing shampoo, moisturizing conditioner, deep conditioners, leave-in conditioners, and stuff like that. They don't say you have to go and get oil treatments and all that, but they recommend all these different moisturizing products that they want you to use to help put moisture back into your hair without weighing it down. So while you're looking, you want to try and find a weightless moisturizer. And you want to make sure that, you wash out all that moisturizer, shampoo, and the conditioner before you go. When you actually take a shower, you put the shampoo in your hair, you wash your hair, you rinse it. Then take the conditioner, put it in your hair, finger it through, grab your wide tooth comb or pick, whichever your choice was. I chose the wide tooth comb. Start brushing from the bottom, going up. Leave it on your hair. Then go about the rest of your shower, whether it's shaving the legs, your armpits, then washing your body. Once you're done doing everything else you're going to do inside the shower, then rinse your hair. Rinse the conditioner out of your hair. Come out of the shower, towel blot your hair, or, take your hair, bend it down, put it in the towel, and twirl the towel around it, put it on, and pile it on top of your head for a few minutes just to get the most amount of moisture out of your hair. Again, no rubbing. No rubbing the towel with your hair. You don't want to do that. That'll just create a big poof ball and a lot of frizz. And then you can go ahead and use your other styling products, such as the scrunching gel, the frizz control, curl frizz control, the curl lock, and what's the other one? The deep conditioner, the stay-in conditioner. And then you take, after you got all those products in your hair, and you kind of like use them, put them through your hair, and then you scrunch just a little bit. And then you take the diffuser, connect it to your hair dryer, plug it in, put it on like a medium setting, and blow dry your hair. Once all your hair is blow dried, you then put it on the cold setting, and you blow dry your hair once again, and you will then have locked in your style. Hopefully this helps anybody that is planning on getting a perm. I'm sorry, the pictures of before, after, and during were not as clear as I thought that they would be when I did this. But you get the basic idea. Hopefully you get the basic idea of what I looked like prior to this and what I look like now. So if you are planning on doing what I did, it is going to cost you some money. But if you have it, or if you have, you're treating yourself out, why not? But make sure you go to a reputable place. I'm going to recommend that you do not go to a learning school to have them highlight or curl your hair. They have many stipulations, and they turned me down because they said my hair was too thick and too long. So they wouldn't perm my hair, which I find very funny, because once they leave the school and actually go to a beauty salon and get a spot, get a job, they're going to be dealing with patients that had my hair type, and it was very fun. But, I might not have come out with nice curls. It could have been worse. All I knew when I went in there is that I wanted a spiral perm, and I didn't want an afro. And I had a picture of a spiral perm, and that was it. And then they were starting. Now, had I taken that to the school, could they have done the same thing? I don't know, maybe. Maybe they could have. Maybe it could have worked out. Maybe it didn't. But again, if you're thinking about getting a perm, remember there are products you're going to have to buy so that you can keep your hair in good condition. And you're going to have to remember, do not, brush your hair at all. And do not comb your hair while it is dry. Do that in the shower. And after you get your perm, wait at least 3 days before you take a shower, before you get your hair wet. If you feel you need to take a shower during that time, buy a shower cap and put all of your hair, make sure all of your hair is inside that shower cap so that you don't get it wet, because the last thing you're going to want to do is, after having spent all that time and all that money on getting a perm, and ruining it right away and not even being able to enjoy it. Now, if you don't like your perm at the end, after the perm is done, well then, go ahead, shower away. But if you like the perm and you want it to stay, don't get your hair wet. Wait at least 3 days. I'm probably going to wait about 4 or 5 days just to be on the safe side, because I really like the way it looks and I don't want to lose it. However, I will be getting a shower cap for my hair so that I can wash, the rest of my body. If you have any more questions, just let me know, and we will go from there. I am very happy to have been able to share this time with you of my experience of getting my first perm from an actual professional. And if you're out there looking for a perm, I hope you have the same experience too. Goodbye.